What happens when a man with a history of sexual violence is repeatedly given the chance to walk free? In Simon Levy's case, the consequences were devastating. He had already been convicted of sexual assaults, yet despite repeated warnings about the danger he posed, he was released on bail several times. While he remained free, his offending escalated from sexual assaults on London's underground to rape, near-fatal suffocation, and eventually murder. Levy's history of sexual violence began in 2018 when he sexually assaulted two women at separate events in London. He was eventually convicted and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Even while in prison, he sexually assaulted a female prison officer. After his early release in February 2023, he was supposed to be supervised in the community. Instead, by October 2023, Levy had begun targeting women on the London Underground. He reportedly traveled during busy periods and assaulted women in crowded carriages, sometimes using a jumper to conceal what he was doing. His youngest known victim was 18, and his oldest was 32. In May 2024, he was recalled to prison following a rape allegation, but he was released again in August. The attacks continued. In late 2024, police arrested him over 2 tube assaults, including one incident captured on a victim's phone. But Levy denied the allegations, and police said they did not initially have enough evidence to charge him. He was released on bail again. Police had also found him carrying a TfL staff Oyster card that had previously been reported missing. The card was returned to him, allowing him to continue traveling around London. There were also delays in the investigation and identification procedures, extending the period during which Levy remained free. Then, on January 21, 2025, Levy allegedly attacked a sex worker, breaking her collarbone before raping and suffocating her and leaving her close to death. The woman survived and later directed officers towards Levy's home. Less than 2 months later, on March 17, 53-year-old Carmenza Valencia Trujillo was murdered. Her body was found in the stairwell of a disused block of flats in Southwark. Investigators linked Levy to the location, including through evidence involving the Oyster card he had been carrying. Levy was arrested in connection with Carmenza's murder, but he was released on bail after the cause of death was initially recorded as unascertained. By this point, police were already warning that his offending was escalating and that he posed a danger to the public. Despite those concerns, Levy remained free. He was accused of carrying out further sexual assaults on the underground and was again granted bail. He also repeatedly failed to attend court hearings, yet warrants were not immediately sought for his arrest. Then came the second murder. On August 28, 2025, Levy murdered 39-year-old Cheryl Wilkins, according to the prosecution. Her body was found in a car park close to Levy's home. He was identified using facial recognition technology and arrested on September 5th. This time, he was remanded in custody. By the time of his murder trial, Levy had been convicted of numerous sexual assaults, 2 rapes, a near-fatal suffocation, and other violent offenses. Police also believe there may be additional victims who have never come forward. On August 7, 2026, after nearly 13 hours of deliberation, a jury found Simon Levy guilty of murdering Carmenza Valencia Trujillo and Cheryl Wilkins. He was also found guilty of rape, sexual assaults, intentional suffocation, and causing grievous bodily harm with intent. He is due to be sentenced on August 12th. But the verdict has raised another disturbing question. Could these murders have been prevented? The case has exposed serious failures involving police, prosecutors, probation services, and the courts. Police had warned that Levy was dangerous and at high risk of reoffending, yet he was repeatedly released on bail. The Crown Prosecution Service has acknowledged that relevant information was not provided to the court during bail hearings and has apologized for the shortcomings. The Metropolitan Police has referred itself to the police watchdog, while 2 officers are now under investigation for misconduct. Campaigners are calling for an independent investigation into how so many opportunities to stop Levy were missed. 2 women lost their lives. Another woman survived a brutal attack and numerous others were sexually assaulted. Simon Levy is now facing the rest of his life behind bars. But the question that remains is simple. If authorities already knew he was dangerous, how was he allowed to remain free for so long?